Hi all, in this video we will try to understand the countries of the world and their ruling signs. So what is the ruling sign of different countries of the world? So Ptolemy, who is considered father of the Western astrology, has divided the whole world into various signs. So he allocated uh, one sign for a particular country. Even he allocated a sign for a particular city in a country. So, of course, this list has been subsequently modified by other astrologers, and they try to give some predictions. But Ptolemy's distribution of this particular signs was of 2nd century AD, which was very much significant. So Varahamihira also contributed most of the most of his research on this. These have been allotted on the basis of nakshatras. Of course, Varahamihira consideration was based on nakshatras or constellations, which more or less hold good even today. Of course, so this is also based on uh, you know some kind of systems they followed. That is the Nirayana system, right? Basically, so the Nirayana system, and also the scheme on which this has been divided is known as the Kurma Chakra. We will try to talk about Kurma Chakra in one of our videos, but in this video let's try to focus on we are not going to discuss what is the Nirayana system, what is Kurma Chakra. We are not going to discuss that in this video, but in some other video we will try to focus on Nirayana system and Kurma Chakra. So the traditional distribution of countries, if you observe, as follows. So Aries, you see, that is the Mesha Rasi, we say, the Aries. So England, that is UK, France, Switzerland, Germany, Denmark, Syria, a part of Poland, Japan, Palestine, Lebanon, right? Cities like Birmingham. So there are various cities: Marseilles, Florence, Verona, Naples. So all these cities also have Aries impact, you can say. So Aries is allocated for these particular countries and cities. And if you see Taurus, that is Vrishabha, Ireland, parts of Switzerland, Holland, Iran, south of Russia, Cyprus, parts of Poland, Greece, Georgia, Netherlands. So all these are allocated to Taurus. The cities like Dublin, uh, Leipzig, and St. Louis are allocated to this particular sign, Taurus. And then another sign, if you observe this, Gemini is a Midhuna Rashi, is allocated to USA, Canada, southwest of England, Belgium, Italy, Wales, Lower Egypt, Armenia, Sardinia. Cities like London, Versailles, Melbourne, Plymouth, and San Francisco, Wolverhampton, right? These are all related to this Gemini energy. So Cancer, if you see Karkataka Rashi, so some part of Holland, Scotland, New Zealand, Paraguay, North and West Africa, Mauritius are allocated as Cancer energy. So cities like New York, Algiers, Tunis, Venice, Manchester, Genoa, and Amsterdam, all these are allocated to Cancer. So Leo, if you see Leo, the Simha Rasi, Italy, part of France, Sicily, Bohemia, North Romania, cities like Mumbai, Chicago, Damascus, Bristol, Philadelphia, Blackpool. So of course, some people say, according to ancient Indian scriptures, Pisces is basically is the sign of Mumbai, is the ruling sign of Mumbai. Virgo, Kanya Rashi. So Turkey, Brazil, West Indies, Greece, Mesopotamia from Tigris to Euphrates, California, some part of India also allocated to Virgo. So whenever Virgo has some impact, Virgo is impacted, some part of India can be impacted. Now cities like Paris, Lyons, Jerusalem and Los Angeles have Virgo energy. And Libra, if you observe, so Austria, Indochina, Tibet, Upper Egypt, North China, Japan, Argentina, Burma, Alaska, some parts of India, Portugal, cities like Frankfurt, Sheffield, Lisbon, Antwerp, Charleston, Vienna, Johannesburg. So these are all allocated to this particular Libra sign. Scorpio, Vrishtika Rasi. So the countries like Norway, Bavaria, Algeria, North Syria, Sweden, Brazil, Morocco, cities like Washington, Dover, Liverpool and Baltimore, Cincinnati, Halifax. So these are all the cities that are having the Scorpio energy. And Sagittarius, if you observe, that is Dhanu Rashi, Spain, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Madagascar, Australia, cities like Cologne, Toledo, Sheffield and Rodenburg, Nottingham, Toronto, Bradford. So these cities are allocated with Sagittarius energy. In Capricorn, the Makara Rashi, a part of India. See, whenever Capricorn is impacted, India is severely impacted. We know that, right? Especially in the North India. So Punjab also really, it's a kind of shivering situation for India whenever Capricorn is badly impacted. So Albania, Bosnia, Bulgaria, Greece, Mexico, part of Iran, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, cities like Oxford, Brussels, Brandenburg. So these are all having this Capricorn energy. And Aquarius, if you observe, Aquarius energy is allocated to, that is Kumbha Rashi energy is allocated to Russia, Sweden, some part of Arabia, Lower Sudan, part of Poland, Libya, and cities like Hamburg, Bremen, Salisbury, it's also called Rhodesia, are allocated with this Aquarius energy. Pisces energy, if you observe, the Meena Rashi energy is the ruling sign of Portugal, Germany, Egypt, Norway, Sahara Desert, Alexandria, Lancaster, Southport and Preston. So it may be noted that country as a whole may have one ruling sign, at different signs would govern different countries of that particular nation, right? Like if you see Capricorn, Capricorn is impacted, then whole India is just, it shivers. And also the ruling sign of some part of India can be different, like Mumbai may have Pisces. So if Pisces is impacted, only Mumbai would be impacted, right? So, but if Capricorn is impacted, the whole India is impacted. Of course, Mumbai is also part of India, right? So Mumbai would also have that bad impact. If Pisces alone is impacted, then you can say Mumbai may have severe impact. So ruling sign of India, so during Varahamihira's time, India came under the sign Capricorn. So that was the ruling sign allocated by Varahamihira, Capricorn. So there is no doubt that Capricorn governs some part of northern India. Even the great astrologer B.V. Raman, however, Uh, but if you observe Dr. B.V. Raman sir, the greatest astrologer, he considered Virgo to be India's ruling sign, as Virgo symbolizes Kanyakumari, the southernmost tip of India, right? So there is some kind of energy relation, but you can say Kanyakumari may have more Virgo energy, but Farah Mihra's consideration is really the greatest consideration, because whenever Capricorn is impacted, India is really impacted. So it is believed that Delhi, the capital of India, is governed by the ruling sign Scorpio. So whenever Scorpio is impacted, Delhi is impacted. That's one of the considerations generally astrologers make. So modern foundation charts of different countries, if you observe. So India got independence on 15th August 1947 at midnight. At the time, the sign rising was, of course, Taurus. So the independence horoscope of India, you can get it just 15th August 1947. The capital city, this New Delhi, is the place of birth, and the time is 12 a.m. So the story regarding time chosen is actually time chosen is generally 12 a.m. because that was the time when independence was declared. And India was declared a republic country on 26 January 1950. So you can also consider that. So the sign rising was Meena Rashi, that is Pisces, that time. So two different horoscopes are available, as we discussed. One is the Taurus ascendant one, and another one is Pisces ascendant one. But Pisces ascendant can be, a better thing to depict India's situation, because Pisces is a sacrificing sign, and India is also a sacrificing country. Sacrificing. See, if you observe the past hundreds of years of history of India, then it has always been ruled by some other foreign rulers. Even after independence, for the past 75 years, 50 years was ruled by Congress party, which has more foreign relationship. It was even established by a foreigner, it seems. And even in the 15 years of Congress ruling was under the hands of Sonia Gandhi. Even now it is under the hands of Sonia Gandhi, who was actually an Italian by birth, right? So a lot of foreign energy, a lot of occupation, and a lot of sacrificing nature. See, when a country is actually most of the times is ruled by foreigners, then you can also see the other side of the coin, that is the sacrificing nature of that particular country. And India is rich in culture, India is religious, India performs a lot of religious sacrifices, the kind of homas, yagnas, and all the stuff that comes into Pisces sign. So that's where you can say India is, right, the Pisces kind of energy you can always observe in India. So if you consider USA, astrologers differ as to what sign would govern USA, but more or less it is common practice to allot Gemini as the ruling sign. Ruling sign is Gemini, sign of the Independence Day of 4th July 1776. So the timings of holding the convention at Philadelphia is not certain. So, but according to most of the astrologers, the ruling sign could be Leo also, as it gives better results. So Leo can be the ruling sign of USA, even ascendant of USA also, right? You can consider it as Leo, because see, the birth time of USA is considered as 4th July 1776, Philadelphia as the place of birth, and 10:21 a.m. as the time of birth. And then Iraq, if you consider Iraq, Iraq horoscope, we generally incline to use the 14th July 1958, right, with time as 1:24 a.m. at Baghdad. So this particular time of birth is, it better depicts Iraq. So ascendant used is generally Taurus for Iraq. So Taurus ascendant is allocated to Iraq here. So this is what we can discuss in this particular video. In our upcoming video, we'll try to focus more on different aspects of ruling signs of different countries. We'll try to discuss different countries ruling signs and their horoscopes, right? So thanks for watching this video.